Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Local Neighborhoods with your local home finder team, where we walk you through different neighborhoods in our area and where you may be moving to next. Hi friends, Amir here from your local home finder team. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the neighborhood of Summerhill here in Shelburne. Let's go and check it out. So what I like about this neighborhood is that it has a good mix of all sorts of homes. Big homes, small homes. It has bungalows that are larger and bungalows that are smaller. It has townhomes, detached ones as well, single car garage, double car garage. It's a really good mix of all sorts of homes. A lot of folks that work in the city will commute from this neighborhood, and it's a fairly large neighborhood. I used to actually live here. I enjoyed it. What I really liked about it is the field it backs onto, which is really cool. It's very scenic in the summer and winter. There's a lot of folks that walk back there. There's a lot of folks that take their ATVs or they take their ski-doos out there, and it's enjoyable all year around. There is a large playground here for all the kids to enjoy. That's a pretty cool part of this neighborhood as well. There is a new plaza that they put in here. It has a Tim Hortons, so that's cool for people that are wanting to get their coffee first thing in the morning. You just stop in here in Tim Hortons and grab your things. There is a medical facility there as well, so there's going to be a lot of amenities there for folks to enjoy right in their own neighborhood, and that's something you don't find very often. There's a mix of different people here. There's all sorts of people here, so if you're of any kind of nationality, you're going to find somebody else of the same nationality in this neighborhood, which is really cool. One of the things I didn't love about the neighborhood is that the only way in was right off the highway, and there was no traffic light for the longest time, and they just recently put one in. So that's helped a bit, but there's still really only one way in, and that's right off the plaza and by the highway. In the winter, it does get a bit windy, and there's a ton of snow. So if you're thinking of moving to this neighborhood, make sure that you have a snowblower. So the neighbors are super friendly. There's lots of people that are super nice that you can that you'll run into that will just be walking their dogs, and you end up having an hour chat with, which is great. So it's definitely a very friendly neighborhood. Another thing that I really like about this area is that it's walking distance to a high school, an elementary school, and the kindergarten. Center Dufferin is right down the street, and that is great because you could just walk in the summer or winter right down the street and go to, whether you have small kids or bigger kids, they'll all be able to just walk down the street and go to school, which is great. And also the recreational center, also right down the street from here, which is awesome. All a walking distance. One thing that I like about a lot of neighborhoods that this neighborhood doesn't have is the mature trees. However, since we had moved in here, the trees have grown a lot. But I'm talking about mature trees, the large ones. Doesn't have those. They're fairly small. It's definitely one of the characteristics of a brand new neighborhood. So that's to be expected. As you can see, everybody takes care of their lawns, and they also decorate for Halloween, which is great. That's when we're recording this. But I'd say most people, 99% of people take care of their lawns and take care of their homes very nicely. So it's a very well kept area, which is fantastic, which is something you want when you want to have higher property values. So that house, so that house, so that house. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Local Neighborhoods. Meet us next week where we're going to be talking about a neighborhood in Orangeville.